Good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work, man. It's Saturday night, and the month seems like it's going by pretty fast. Tomorrow's already the 12th of July. You know, when you get older, like me, it seems like time goes faster and faster because you realize you have more days behind you than you do ahead of you. And you start appreciating the days more and more. The 15th is Wednesday. I got to be honest with you, I am still surprised that there's been nothing, nada, zero, zilch, zingo, nothing at all between Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. I'm truly amazed by that. That's not to say that they can't get together in one day and make a framework of a deal because, well, they already have the framework. They've kind of decided 35 is the number. It's just a matter of 4 years versus 5 years. But I still can't believe that they haven't gotten this thing done. The funny thing is, I watched the clip that Miss Jackie sent to me. You know, Dak's out four-wheeling and everything else. He doesn't seem to be concerned by it. He seems to be okay. It seems to be guys like me and Law and, other fans out here that are more concerned about Dak Prescott getting paid than Dak Prescott, which is kind of amazing. You know, you hear so many players that are out there that, they want to get paid. And they're saying, hey, I want to get traded. You know, Jamal Adams is like, hey, listen, I know I'm still on my rookie deal, but I'm playing pretty damn good. I want to get the hell out of here. You hear about the special teamer slash running back for the 49ers who's just in the Super Bowl, who he wants to get paid because they set up his deal last year and paid him like, a top special team guy. Well, he ended up outliving that contract because not only special team, he's also a running back that's getting 5 yards to carry. Doesn't carry the ball that often, but when he does, he's effective. And it's like, you don't want to pay me? Get me the hell out of here. You get so many guys that are like, if you don't pay me, send me to someplace who will. We saw Le'Veon Bell sit out a season to get his money. In the end, he ended up not getting any more money. In fact, he probably lost money. You saw AB doing, I still don't understand the shit that AB was doing. That shit was crazy. That was just straight up craziness. But yet, the guy who's made nothing, $4 million in 4 years, that this guy hasn't said, screw you, I don't want out of here, trade me someplace else, pay me or I'll never sign a long-term deal with you. I'm not going to get my shoulder worked on. I'm not going to show up for training camp. None of this stuff. Even though all of these guys have made more money in 1 year than Dak's made out his whole career. To me, does that seem to amaze you guys at all? We've heard so many times that Dak Prescott, he's not a team player. He's greedy. How the hell can y'all say that Dak Prescott is greedy? Even with this franchise tag and the money that he's made thus far. In 5 years, that's what Russell Wilson makes in one. Still mystifies me. And again, the person who it doesn't seem to bother is Dak Prescott. or the Dallas Cowboys apparently too, because they're not doing anything, at least as far as we know, unless we wake up in the morning we hear that Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott end up having a deal. I, at this point, you got to start looking at the Dallas Cowboys and say, we are now in uncharted territory. It's been at least 3 months since we've heard anything from Jerry Jones. From the time they opened up the Star, and we saw him in his office at one time, we have not heard anything from Jerry Jones. And I've been looking. I don't think there's been a time since Jerry Jones bought this team that he's gone 3 months without saying something. At least a crazy quote, I want me some glory holes, or talks about things like, some people out there, they get in a car accident and they don't know their anatomy. And those that don't know their anatomy, they go running off into the woods and they literally bleed to death. But those out there that know their anatomy, they know that you got to wrap up that cut real, you cut your hand off, you got to wrap it up real tight. So that way you don't bleed to death. I still don't know what that means. I tell you, I don't know what that means. But we always get stuff like that from Jerry Jones. We've got players, new players, mind you, that have called him out, have asked him to be by their side in Gerald McCoy, Dontari Poe. Yet they're still on the team, and we ain't heard anything from Jerry. This is uncharted territory. This coronavirus has just turned. I feel like maybe if you're a Star Trek fan, there's an episode called Mirror Mirror. Okay? Spock and William Shatner get sent to this alternate universe where Spock is evil. He's got a goatee and all that, James T. Kirk, he ain't the cool guy. He's evil. And I feel like this is where we are now. Are we in a parallel universe? One of these multiple universes that are out there that I guess been catapulted to, that's dealing with the coronavirus and all this madness, and football and basketball and all the sports are having a hard time playing. It's just something. It's just a miss. It just can't be real. I keep pinching myself thinking I'm going to wake up. It's crazy. I just wonder, will we see anything? Or is this it? The thing that's going to be crazy this year, when we think about training camp, and we think about how things are going to be done, because basically they're saying everything's going to be Zoom. As far as talking to the players. The reporters aren't going to be anywhere near the locker rooms. They're not going to be able to get close to the field. I don't know. I have these Mevo cameras, which are really cool, that they're Wi-Fi enabled, so you can broadcast them in, they're 4K. I wonder if the Cowboys will have some cameras around, so that way the media can watch practice. They can get their clips off of that they'll have something to give the fans. Because, see, this is where the NFL needs to be more innovative, to bring us in more television coverage, to be more like the XFL, where, you had instantaneous interviews of coaches, after a play, or a player after the field. They're going to have to do something else to really help to engage us, since we can't be in the stands and stuff. But this thing is crazy. It's going to be an interesting Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. The next 4 days are going to be crazy. Well, it's been a long day. And I am tired. But today was one of those days that I'm a glass half full guy. But not only glass half full, I'm happy that I even have a glass. Because I could be not only with an empty glass, I could be without a glass. Which means I ain't got nothing to put any water in if I did have something to put it in. I'm happy I even got a glass and that at least it's half full. I try and find positive stuff in everything. But today was one of those days that shit just got to me. This damn corona, man, it just bit me in the ass today. And when I feel tired, I know that's when depression is coming in for me. Tonight I feel really, really tired and just feel like sleeping. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Be safe out there. I'll see you in the morning before I go to work. Love all y'all.